So today we're going to read The Little Bear Who Wanted to Fly. It's a beautiful story about friendship and doing things that are just out of our reach. Sometimes we have to rely on others and be willing to ask for help. We also learn that what seems impossible is sometimes possible if we try a different approach. Hey guys, welcome to our channel where we share classic and original stories, poems, and songs for kids. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. Now let's dive into our new story. The Little Bear Who Wanted to Fly. Once upon a time, in a cozy forest full of chattering squirrels and hopping rabbits, there lived a little brown bear named Benny. Benny was not like other bears who liked to munch berries, catch fish, and most of all, climb trees. No. Benny didn't want to climb trees at all. In fact, he wanted to do the opposite. He wanted to fly. Every day when Benny walked through the forest, he would look up at the birds flying around him. They would chirp and tweet as they soared through the air, making Benny wish he could join them. "Oh, how lucky they are," Benny said one day, watching a family of robins fly past. "If only I had wings, I would fly up to the sky and see what's beyond those fluffy white clouds." The other animals in the forest thought it was quite funny. A squirrel flicked its tail at Benny and shouted, "Ha ha! Benny the bear who wanted to fly. That's the funniest joke I've heard all week." Benny sighed sadly and walked away. He didn't want to hear their taunts anymore. Then Benny had an idea. He would make wings for himself and he would fly up to the sky. So the very next day, Benny went to work. He searched the forest floor for fallen feathers and carefully collected each one. Then he gathered some sticky honey and used it to glue the feathers onto his paws. "Now I can fly," he shouted with joy. He climbed to the top of a tall rock and took a deep breath. Then he jumped off the rock and flapped his new wings. But instead of flying, he landed with a loud splat right in a bush. "Ouch!" Benny cried. The other animals nearby couldn't hold back their laughter. "Look at Benny the bear trying to fly with his feathery paws," they teased. Benny hung his head in shame. His wings were stuck in the bush, and he couldn't take them off. The next day, Benny tried again. He made new wings, but these ones were bigger. He used large leaves and twigs. "This time I'll really fly," he said to himself. He ran down a hill, flapping his wings as hard as he could, but whoosh, they just weren't strong enough. Instead of flying, Benny rolled down the hill like a ball until he bumped into a tree with a loud boom. "Oops," Benny said, brushing himself off. He felt tired and sad. All the other animals were right. Maybe he wasn't meant to fly. Maybe he was just a clumsy bear who couldn't do anything right. As Benny walked home, he sat down on a nearby log to rest. Just then, a wise old owl flew down and perched on a branch above Benny. "Why are you so sad, Benny?" she asked. "I want to fly up to the sky, but I'm not good at it," Benny said with a sigh. "Oh, Benny," the owl said, chuckling. "You don't need wings to fly. You just need a friend." Benny looked at her in surprise. "What do you mean?" "Well, hop on my back," the owl said, "and I'll show you." Before Benny could say yes or no, the owl took off, and he found himself soaring through the air, higher and higher. When they were high above the forest, Benny could see everything from a new perspective. He saw sparkling rivers winding through green valleys. He saw tall mountain peaks that touched the clouds and fluffy sheep that looked like white cotton balls. And the best part was seeing the fluffy white clouds up close. They weren't just white, they were many different shades of grey, and they looked like waves crashing on a sandy beach. Benny had never seen the world from this point of view before, and he was amazed. After a while, Olivia the owl flew back to the forest and landed on the same branch where they had met. "Thank you for showing me the world, Olivia," Benny said. "You're welcome, Benny," the owl replied. But why did you want to fly anyway? What did you want to see? I wanted to see what was beyond those clouds, Benny said. They looked so big and beautiful, and I wanted to touch them. Olivia smiled. Well, next time you want to fly, just ask me. We can go cloud hopping together, she said. Really? Benny asked. Of course, Olivia replied. From that day on, Benny wasn't sad anymore. He knew that even though he couldn't fly by himself, he could still explore the world with Olivia. And that made him very happy. Benny became the best explorer in the forest, and all the other animals wanted to join him and Olivia on their adventures. The next time Benny saw the birds flying through the sky, he didn't feel jealous. Instead, he waved to them and smiled. He knew that there were many ways to explore the world, and you don't always have to do things on your own. Sometimes it helps to have a friend. And that's all for our story today. I hope you enjoyed listening to it as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, click the subscribe button below, and tap the bell icon to get notified when we post new stories. You can also find us on our website, where you can listen to stories, play fun games, and more. I'll see you next time. Bye.